Hello, everyone. For this video, we're going to be going over how to enable the Family Connect portal, which is where your parents and your guardians are going to have access to their kids through their own YouScience accounts and get insights into that. So there's a couple of things that we need to do. First is obviously communicating with our parents, and then the next is enabling this for the parents to have that access. So here within YouScience account, when you're signed in, the first thing we want to do is come over to this Need Help button over on the far right side. Once you have that pulled up, you'll click on the YouScience Help Center. Here within the Help Center, simply search Family Connect. And we're going to click on this first option here, Family Connect Admin Experience. So the first thing this tells us to do is there's a couple steps that it wants us to go through. First and foremost is informing our families, letting them know what is YouScience, what can they learn about their students, and then letting them know that they're going to be receiving that invitation and to be on the lookout for that. As part of this first step, we do include a template down here that you're welcome to use. By clicking on this template and going to this Google Doc, you would simply make a copy and it pulls up this template email that you're welcome to use and send to your students. What this email is saying is letting them know that they'll receive that invitation from YouScience, letting them know what even is YouScience, what they'll be able to access, and why this is important to them. We've also included a video here to help them with navigating their own parent portal. So we do recommend that you send that email out to your parents and guardians to help them understand what this is. The next step is to send invitations. So all of you are using rostering via Clever. So what we're going to want to do is scroll down until we get to the section for Family Connect for rostering customers. We'll click on this first caret here, and this is letting us know what to expect. So within the user administration tile, which if we're back on our home screen within YouScience is this first tile over here under user administration. It's letting us know that we're going to go to the Family Connect settings and enable the different options that we want to have it pull from Clever. So when you're signed into your account, you would click on this Organizations tab on the far left, and then click on the Family Connect tab in order to get to that screen that we just saw in those instructions. So back over here, it's got a couple options here for us. The first obviously is invitations off, invitations managed by organization, and invitations managed by group. So invitations managed by organization is pretty much just sending it to anyone and every parent that's on your account that's coming in through Clever. Managed by group is if you wanted to only invite parents from a specific group. So as we scroll down, it will let us know the next steps that we need to do. So letting us know that they can be managed for the whole organization. We're selecting if we want parent, guardian, or relative, checking off which ones we're wanting to include on this. So you can enable that. There's a little pop-up that says, make sure you know that this will send an invitation to the parent or guardian, and this cannot be undone. So once you understand that enabling that will send that invitation, you can save, send, and shoot out those invitations. If you wanted to do it by group, those settings are down here as well. Same steps here, we would be selecting what relationship we're wanting to include, and then we're going to our groups management. So we would select parent, guardian, or relative, understand that we're switching over to the group level, go to groups management, and then you would select the three dots for the group that you're looking for. So if this was the group we wanted to do, click the three dots and enable Family Connect for that specific group. You can then edit that group and enable email invitations to go out from that group. So those are the steps that you will need to do in order to enable this on your user account. 99% of the time, Clever is already sending over parent emails. If that is not the case, then you do want to get with your Clever admin to make sure that parent emails are included in the data sync in Clever. But most of the time it already is. And so what we're just doing is enabling that within the YouScience user administration portal. Once that's enabled, your parents will start receiving those invitations. So the next step is obviously kind of communicating with them and knowing what they're going to have access to. So you can also search Family Connect in the Help Center to get to the parent guardian experience. This is a link that you can send. This is also in that template email, but it just will walk them through what this is, how to set up their account, and then what their landing page will look like. So I'll take you over here to show you. In the top right corner, we have our modes here. So we've got learner, faculty, and family. By default, your parents, once they've received their invitations and set up their accounts, will be in here as family. If you have your own kids that have taken YouScience, go ahead and add them as your own kids in YouScience, and you'll have those different modes as well. But this is what it will look like for your parents and guardians. Good morning, Curtis Christensen. Welcome to Family Connect. So it shows me my 3 students. These are fake students that I just added for demo purposes, but I can switch and toggle between my students. So Naomi is my middle schooler, Evan is my high schooler, Chelsea is a high schooler as well. But when we're clicking through like Evan Ford, for example, at the high school, as a parent, I can explore Evan's aptitude wheel. I can also click over here on view more details. And if you're familiar with our impersonation feature where you can pull up a student's account, this is very identical to that. So it's pulling up Evan's account. I can click through their aptitudes. I can look at their personal approach. I can look at all of this information. I can see their career matches. I can click into these and explore these. So I'll be able to access this from my own account for my student. Okay. They'll also have access to the downloads. So we have their aptitude results, which is that long 30-page deep dive into their aptitude results, the discussion guide, which is more 6 or 7 pages, and then that 1-page summary as well for the student. Scrolling down, I can also see their top career matches. So I can filter on overall aptitude or interest if I didn't want to dive into that account specifically and just explore here. We can search by what was recommended or anything that has been favorited by your child. If you guys are using certifications, which I don't think you currently are, but when you do, you'll be able to access the certificates that are downloaded here. E-signatures for those that are using the work-based learning platform as well. And then the college and career readiness plans will also be integrated here as into the parent portal as well. And then some resources to learn more about the different programs and platforms that we have in YouScience. So as a parent, I'll be able to access this for all of my students and get insights into their results. So it's important for your parents, again, to have that understanding of what YouScience is, if they don't already, and then how they can better integrate into keeping these conversations going at home, staying involved, helping those kids with their plans and with their careers and exploring that with them. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Like I mentioned, this Family Connect section of the Help Center is very intuitive and very helpful. Feel free to utilize those links. Feel free to watch this video that the parents are going to have so that you can get more comfortable with what they're going to experience. But we're very excited about this integration and enabling this for our parents to be way more involved with their students' career and college planning. But again, let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to help. Thanks, everyone.